Hello everybody and welcome to IVRL Season 1, Week 14, a Monday matchup between Dark Tidings and Blackwatch. Today I am joined by Will Sell My P as my co-host.
Hello, thanks for having me. Second time, round 2, let's go.
And I am James Boker, or James Boke, and this is my first time maincasting, so...
Let's go, James Boke!
I have already made a mistake and I've set the first map wrong. I'm going to go and set that right now, and it's asking me to choose map 1, and map 1 is Abandoned. Alright, map 1. So, before we get into the action, should we discuss some bans?
Let's do it.
Right. Really exciting matchup here today. We have Dark Tidings, who I believe are ranked 13, versus Blackwatch, who are ranked 18, I believe. They only have a 10 SRS difference, so should be a close one, should be well fought, and should be interesting based upon the bans. We will see some of the maps we might potentially go to. What do you think about these bans there, Will?
Looks like Dark Tidings banned Subway and Suburbia, two relatively smaller, sort of faster-paced maps, so maybe they feel a little bit more comfortable on the medium to long-range ones. And then on the other side, though, Blackwatch both banned USS Quest and Snow Peak, so can't really draw any patterns there in terms of the size or scale of the map, so maybe they're banning based on strength of the other team or weakness, not sure. In any case, it does leave a lot of interesting maps open.
I do think that Dark Tidings like Snow Peak. They've played it a couple of times this season and done very well on it, so maybe Blackwatch are banning Snow Peak for that reason. Unsure about USS Quest. It is a custom map. It's one which maybe hasn't been practiced as much. So yeah. Alright, so we're getting, the lobbies are filling up. We have 4 on one side and 5 on the other. So should we jump into the gameplay, make sure that that's working, and have a little look at the objective we're playing first up?
Let's do it.
Alright, see if this button works. Ooh, scoreboard.
Come on, James, it's your first time. You should know everything by now.
Uh-huh. I'm trying. Apparently it doesn't like my finger when I press this. It is not clicking off. There it is.
Oh,
there it is.
Oh, there it is.
Yay!
So let's go.
I'll get there eventually. My goal tonight is to not leave the overlay up. I fully expect to fail that goal, but if I achieve it, I'll be happy. Alright,
if you fail, we both fail.
Objective. Will and I were discussing what we call this objective. We're calling it, what was the middle container objective?
Yes, middle cargo container objective.
Middle cargo container objective. Not a mouthful
at all. If you don't like it, if you don't like the name, that's too bad, because that's what we're going with today.
So for this objective, I believe this is one which Volk actually spawns relatively far from the objective in this 3-story building up on the west side, and Marsoc have 3 different spawns. They're in the southeast, in the south central, and in the northeast on the eastern side of the map. You do often see some quick caps on this objective, especially if they get the southeast spawn.
Right. I see a lot of damage being done oftentimes by the Marsoc team if they do manage to take those apartments on the, I want to say that's the east? I'm sorry if I'm wrong, I'm not very familiar with this map.
East apartments, yep.
If they manage to take those buildings, I do see a lot of times those teams are able to get some long picks onto the 3-story building or the warehouse and start opening up the objective for a push. So I really hope they get that spawn. That always seems to be the most fun to watch.
Yeah, I quite like when defense, or I think it's effective for defense to try and move out to the south. However, it's a risky move because it's really hard to defend this objective purely from the north side of these cargo containers. So seeing some defenders move out to the south side exposes you to those early picks, both ways, but does give you a bit of a clearer line onto the objective to stop that cap. You really don't want to start a map with a cap.
Definitely not. There's a lot of hidden capping areas for this one. I believe you can cap from behind the concrete there, right up against
it does look like it could be close enough. You could just maybe peek your tablet out. A little bit of smoke cover, tablet sort of peeking out. Wouldn't be able to do much about that from the south, certainly. Doesn't look like you'll be able to cap from the north side of these containers, so it's something you
No,
don't
I
have to
don't think
worry
so.
about as much. Tank building, so this building in the middle of the map, that might be quite a critical zone of control for Volk, just to stop that movement along this wall to the objective.
Yes, I'd be very surprised if the Volk did not send at least one into that building, as well as the 3-story. Usually, you have someone hanging up on the very top level or the second level looking out towards the objective.
Yeah, it's a hard one. You in order to look, you do expose yourself quite a lot, and it's very much a focal point. So a good spot to defend from, but you need to be aware that you could, on your peak, get suppressed or picked pretty quickly.
Yes, you're very right. That's usually the very first place that I look.
Expect to see, looking at the lineup here, we have everybody in the lobby just joining mission. We have the two captains, Care Bear Lovelot and Cash Crazy. They're both playing tonight, and then lineup-wise, on Dark Tidings, we have Care Bear, Lovelot, William Dunce, Care Bear Funshine, Shoot This One, and Mission 22. On the Black Watch side, we have Nomad, Cash Crazy, Brandon, J Welch, and Paradox HD. Looks like we are launching into the action now, and Marsok have gotten this northeastern spawn quite pushed out from the objective out there. As you can see, Volk are in this western 3-story.
All right, let's see what the setup looks like for the Volk. All right, Brandon taking the top story of that 3-story building. They're looking out towards the objective. Looks like they sent Nomad just outside the tank building, and then 3 clustered relatively near the objective. J Welch on the other side of the tank building.
So that tank building control has become a focal point for Volk here. Dark Tidings are pushing heavily down the east side with 3 players. They've left 1 in spawn right now, maybe just in an overwatch position, and then there's 1 pushing a bit more westerly, trying to get in a different overwatch location. Just going to check in on the spawn player. Looks like he might have maybe had a drone. Maybe that's what that was.
A drone would make sense on this map. It is definitely big enough to warrant one.
Care Bear here getting relatively close to the objective, and there's not much from the defensive side in terms of being able to stop this. You do have Paradox who will be ready for this location, and really Brandon. They have given away the location with that smoke though. Lots of smoke coming out. Paradox is going to have to do something about this. It's going to really come down to what the rest of the defense does now with this rotation needed. We could see a cap here.
Oh no. Yes, the objective is fairly open considering there are 3 attackers currently pushing it.
Cash Crazy.
Cash Crazy!
J Welch also coming in. Are they going to identify Care Bear Loves a Lot in the... He's capping in the smoke.
I think this might be a cap.
It might be 2 points.
Dark Tidings, unless Nomad over here turns around.
Oh, he's taking his...
No.
No one has checked.
I have no words. Oh.
Cash Crazy's going to have to react to that. I don't know what was going on there for Love. Maybe the fact he could hear voices near him just threw his capping a little bit too much.
I think it might have felt like too good to be true for him there.
Cash Crazy in the end, I think dropping 3. Did he get that third? No, he didn't get that third one. He dropped 2 critical kills there, and then the third, obviously, Love a Lot getting killed after the cap attempt. We do still have William Dunce, who is a very good player coming around on the western side. He can do a lot of damage from this location. Shoot This One also with him. They're not going to be ready for this because the attack has come from very separate locations. Who do we have watching where? We've got Cash Crazy being objective overwatch from the west. Brandon up in the top. Brandon's not going to be able to crash in the case of a smoke cap. He won't be able to get on objective in time. J Welch is in a supporting position, potentially the first person to notice this attack. I need to learn how to do my up and down, straight up and down. There it is.
I think J Welch is going to have to be the most critical player right now on this Volk side.
Looks like
He'll
Shoot
have
This One should be able to see him shortly, and he has
There
seen
he
him.
goes.
This has given away their location. They are both in the same location too, so Cash Crazy may be able to get a good overwatch position onto this. Shoot This One is watching for it though. I'm worried about Brandon's position here. He's
I feel like Brandon's
rotating
position
back.
is.
He's now rotating back closer. He can't react adequately if Cash Crazy does go down, but the rotation back
It looks
now
like he has the
will
same
put him
idea as
closer.
you.
Yeah, yep.
Good idea on his part to move out of there.
Definitely. And again, going for that sort of tank building side control. Shoot This One, giving away his position again. He's still in that location. That's probably a good thing overall for Dark Tidings, because William Dunce is coming from behind. Is that a flash? Double flashed. Shoot This One and Cash Crazy both getting flashed there. William Dunce should be coming from behind to get this kill.
William Dump's in a very powerful position right now.
Oh, a trade. Massive trade.
A minute and 30 left. Shoot This could still theoretically have time to go pick up William Dunce and attack this with a 2v1.
Brandon does know where Shoot This One is. However, he may think that there's a rotation there. Ooh, has he seen him?
He has. He was called out by William. There it is.
Shots going both ways. Looked like a hit did go into Shoot This One as well. The trade, or not the trade, the direct kill going the way of Dark Tidings. Overall, probably a better result from Blackwatch than it looked like it was going to be at one point as I go into scoreboard.
Indeed, I was 100% sure a cap was just about to come out right under their nose there from Care Bear.
I had my breath held and everything. I was ready for the excited, and there comes the cap, but not working out for Love that time.
Still an excellent victory on Dark Tidings' part there. They really did pull it together on the 2v2.
Definitely. It was a good rotation, great rotation by William Dunce to come off Shoot This One's position when Shoot This One had given away the location, come back up into the 3-story, that critical kill on Cash Crazy, and then William Dunce and Shoot This One able to work together with that intel to get that final kill on, I believe it was Brandon?
I believe it was Brandon, yes. Last guy up.
Alright, let's see if we see a different approach from this. So you saw the Blackwatch defense quite heavily focused on the central zone. I believe they had 4 players spaced across this tank building and the pipe sort of area, and then just one up in the high area, with a bit of movement to get control from this west side. Let's see what Dark Tidings do here on defense.
Oh, give me the center spawn, give me the center spawn. Nope, same mirrored spawn.
Jump right into it. There it is. Mirrored spawns. Again, probably the furthest pushed out spawn. We'll have a little look at this defense to start. See how they set up. Looks like they're also leaving someone in spawn, so potentially another, potentially another drone coming out. Not sure if I'll be able to spot it, but... So Dark Tidings defense here, much more south-focused, and the spawn by Marsok has allowed them to get into that location without being challenged. That mission location up in the cargo container is one I quite like, or somewhere in this silo location, because you can get good supporting location for a south attack onto the objective. Williams' position, we saw that used by Blackwatch as well on their defense, and then they put only one for tank building, but not actually in the tank building, just controlling the south side of it, and then a very similar 2 locations near the 3-story building. In terms of the attack, do you want to run through what you're seeing on the attack side there, Will?
I was just going to say, I believe Care Bear Funshine up there in the 3-story is going to be the first person to spot this north push by Brandon and Cash Crazy. Should come into his line of sight relatively soon. You have Nomad sitting back a little bit. Yeah, it looks like he's using a drone there. Haven't quite figured out where it is. And where are the other two? Oh, the other two
Ooh.
are in the apartments.
Indeed, shots coming out from Care... Oh, jumped to Care Bear Love a lot, apparently. He was the last one to shoot.
3-story, I think I got it.
He shot a drone down. That's what's happened there. I thought it was shots coming out from Funshine, but it was Love a lot. He has taken out that drone. We should see... No, all the attackers are grouped up on the attack. Smoke coming out from Brandon. Shots coming out in the south as well, in the southeast. A lot of action going on here. I'll try and keep a sort of zoomed out shot so we can see where it's going to first come from. Mission getting some shots out onto the apartment / J Welch. And he got the call out as well. Lots going on from both sides. Not sure where to look first. Return shots coming from J Welch.
There's one on the west side of the sniper tower.
Call out west side of the sniper tower.
All the way in the northwest, Nomad is looking like he's doing a slow crawl all the way around towards the objective. I don't think anyone has quite spotted him yet, but
Nomad
William Dunst does have that angle.
is a very good capper. He's very smart about his alliance for the cap as well. He's probably the one to watch out for one of those caps from Blackwatch today. So we have Cash Crazy going into the 3-story. Let's see whether Cash Crazy can deal with Funshine.
E in 3-story.
Shoot This did manage to snag off one of the attackers.
Outside, water side of it.
Ooh, is he going to notice Love a lot coming around on him? Callouts should have come from apartments. Nomad's been identified, I believe, by Mission.
A lot of attention on Nomad right now from at least 3 of the Volk.
Care Bear
Looks
Love a
like
lot
he's got
moving
better
to
of
try
it.
and get a shot to drop down onto Nomad. Let's see if I can jump into the POV. Nomad moving off just in time. Care Bear Love a lot clearing, but clearing the wrong direction. Brandon
Mission and Brandon trading.
and shoot this
Confirm
one.
out from Shoot
Confirming.
This.
Good confirm. Very much Dark Tidings be on top from that trade. Mission able to get a good lookout on objective, but shoot this one getting the revive.
Was he still alive when I shot him?
Yeah, I started like that.
So it's really come down to Cash, Nomad, and Paradox. So they could still win here with some good rotations and picks. The defense is... They do have some exposed locations. Cash Crazy. Let's see how he approaches his apartments.
He's in the lion dens now.
Oh, some shots coming out from Care Bear. Finds Paradox. They didn't want that pick to occur before they had control of 3-story, really. Which Cash Crazy is now doing. Care Bear, Funshine should hear him.
On first floor.
Story building,
Ready
first
to move
floor.
up.
Yes, they've been called out.
Cash Crazy coming out
top.
on
That's
top
a
there.
massive pick. Massive pick.
Control of the 3 building. Oh,
3-story control. Could get some good peaks out here. Just really comes down to whether he overexposes. Another great pick. Can he confirm? No confirm. Massive pick by Nomad as well. Unfortunately, he's calling out to himself, being the last one up.
another pick on Shoot This. Now it's just Mission left. William Dunst down, able to give callouts.
Coming out to 1.5v1. Mission cannot take a hit here. Mission has been downed. Has... Oh, wow. Was
Wow.
not looking at the time.
I did not realize that that went by a lot quicker than I thought.
That was almost an amazing turnaround by Nomad. It was looking very much in Dark Tidings' favor. They had 5v3, Cash Crazy getting control of that 3-story, and then Nomad taking advantage of that. Looks like we have had a drop on the Dark Tidings side. I'll give it a minute to see whether they come straight back, and then if not, we'll jump into an intermission. However, while we're here, you might be able to see in the little preview window, we have a new objective. Any thoughts on this objective, Will?
Hang on, let me get over there.
It's the apartments in the east. There is only one Marsoc spawn and one Volk spawn, which is relatively unique for Abandoned, certainly.
Oh yeah, you can see a lot of crazy stuff happen within the first couple seconds of when the round starts on this one, just because of where the spawn is. Like you mentioned, there's only one, so immediately the Volk knows exactly where to look. Really cuts down on the number of possibilities that the Marsoc could be.
Just saw a comment from the chat that I need to remember to update the score, as I had forgotten to that. Dark Tidings are on 2 points. They did get the first 2 rounds, coming down to a 1.5v1 both times. But yes, as you say, could be an interesting objective. I think that's what you said. I can't multitask at all. I'm surprised I can fly.
I was saying,
I
was saying that with there being only one potential spawn for the Marsoc, oftentimes you see a lot of action happen right off the bat.
It's actually really hard to get on objective from Volk too, because Marsoc do have a line right up the street. We'll see if we can. We had a drop now from the Blackwatch side as well, so we'll give that a minute. But we do have a couple of lines. So Marsoc can go in this sort of location, as you can see in the preview window. They can go back behind one of these rocks back here, or even just from their spawn, they can see a bit as well from here. It's from those 3 locations, you can lock down a lot of the movement Volk wants to make. Marsoc can also send people sprint up here and get control of this sort of zone about the same time Volk's getting there. So you can really shorten the engagement distance on this objective, especially much more so than some of the other objectives. You can really bring it right down into this eastern street region, apartment street region, if you want to, or you can do some more sweeping attacks up the western side. Volk can rush and get control of the 3-story, but again, you'll get 3-story control not that long before Marsoc get there. So you might not get the same sort of long Overwatch type defensive positions. You often see Marsoc attacking up this eastern rock passage as well. Looks like we are getting the beeps to go on. I'll just make sure everyone's loading in before jumping into it. Looks like we have everyone on both sides, so let's jump into it. Right, so see what Marsoc do here, where they do try and shorten that engagement distance right off the bat. There is a drone sitting there ready to go out. William is flying it again.
That's what I'm on. Yep.
Care Bear and both the Care Bears going for the longer range holding positions, and looks like Shoot This One is going to go for the eastern side push.
Brandon taking down that drone over in the east.
So they've staged off here. Care Bear Love-A-Lot has now started to push up the west side, but initial positions were holding from Marsoc and staging off, just looking to get those picks on the Volk rotations. Marsoc now coming first engagement. Care Bear Love-A-Lot, Paradox HD. Great pick from the silos up to somewhere near tank building. Can't find the body. Somewhere in this sort of region. We have a very premature C4 there. Definitely Dark Tidings coming out on top from that first engagement. And we have Care Bear now getting control of the western tower, 3-story, and the eastern push is making its way through. Should have an engagement here from Nomad. Let's see what he can see.
Shoot This and Mission really taking their time over here on this approach, hoping to get at least one pick off before they pursue. But doesn't look like anyone's really giving them any heads to shoot. Everyone's laying low over there on the defense.
It's like they are taking their time. Nomad peeking slightly. He should have heard that footstep. They're coming off the line. I was ready for some spicy engagement, but no, they're not going to push that way. Looks like they're going to loop around onto the street. Can Nomad see through there? He does have a line through there. Not sure how far down he can see.
Looks away right as shoot this comes around the corner. Onward timing.
What else have we got happening? So we've got, looking at the overhead, we've got someone still up on the southwestern bunker overwatch, and we have another one going to join Love a Lot in the 3-story. The other Care Bear, looks like. So we've got William Dunce just holding back. He did really well last round, coming in late. 2 massive
He's
picks.
just taken down Nomad there.
5v2. A lot of work needing to be done. 4v1 now. Brandon does not realize he's the only one up. Again, there could be a cap here if it doesn't adjust. It
Oh,
looks
he
like
just
he has
realized.
And dying. Probably the expected result. Trapped in the middle of the eastern apartments. Not much you can do
Not
from
a
there.
place you want to be.
Not a place you want to be there. It's the last up, certainly. So, yep, another point going to
Dark Tidings. 3-0 on their map pick. Not a big surprise that they feel comfortable on this map.
So we've really got a lot of the work being done. I was going to say by 1, but it's actually 2 on the Dark Tidings side. We have Shoot This One with 5 and Care Bear Love a Lot with 4. And on the Blackwatch side, we have Cash Crazy with 5 as well. Looks like Nomad may have dropped and come back though, because I believe he had some kills from that first round.
Yeah, he had 3 or 4, I believe.
Yeah. I think Funshine's also dropped and come back because he certainly didn't survive rounds. All right, let's see.
Yes, he dropped.
So much more conservative attack there from Dark Tidings. Defense-wise, a little bit spread. Defense, a couple of early picks coming on. Certainly one early pick somewhere in this tank region, which I couldn't pick up. Let's see whether Dark Tidings do a similar sort of defense, or whether they maybe push out a bit more like they did on their previous defense.
Well, we don't have to speculate where the Marstock's going to be.
No,
At
indeed.
least that's easy.
There's no like spawn you don't want to have or anything. There's only one spawn. Chilling out on this building here. Looks like we are getting into it.
No, the best counter to getting shot in the face is shoot him in the balls.
Apparently the best counter to getting shot in the face is shooting in the balls. I will tell you that the hit multiplier for the face is much higher than the balls. I believe it's a six times multiplier for the face, whereas the balls is only a 2 times, so not the best advice coming out there.
Thanks, James. Hard facts from Jim Spoke here. Getting shot in the balls isn't so bad. You guys are just a bunch of babies.
Exactly. So we've got 3-man on defense. Let's have a look at the defense. Zoom over here. 3-man going up the east side, trying to get that east control, and then a much more compressed on the west side, not trying to extend out and get picked early. I think this western defense can be very effective. I've seen this sort of defense work really well with 2 or 3 closer into objective along this western side. This eastern 3 is very east heavy. William Dunce's position, though, is a great position to look out across the map, as you can see here. You can see right across the map. He can also ambush this push coming up the eastern side.
Yeah, honestly, a good read from Dark Tidings to send some money over here. They're about to have an equal number of Marsoc approaching them.
Marsoc definitely have the work to do here, because they're coming from a very compressed approach. Really only one location they can come from, whereas Volk can be in a lot of different locations. At least they know that they have control of the 3-story, because that can be a good Overwatch position to shut down this eastern side of the map. You can actually see.
Yes, for sure.
You can see from the 3-story across to here. So they did wait until they had 3-story control.
I got two.
I got
Here.
one.
William and shoot
That's
this
exactly
one
what Cash
could do
Crazy.
could do a lot of damage here. Smoke coming out. Frag from William. No, two flashes. And then no push. So they now know that William's there. I just check I'm not missing something on the. Ooh, shoot this one. Is it a frag? Oh no, it's flash. He's gonna push on that flash. Second one coming out. Are they both flashed
Oh,
though?
this might be it for them here.
Are they gonna hear the footsteps? Oh, they heard the shots. They heard the shots.
Oh no. One down.
Good reaction from Jay Welch. Are they going to be ready for the third? Mission has come back into position. And he's given away location with the flash.
That's it, just got screwy.
Oh. Let's drop down and back. Sorry for the camera work, guys. It is my first time actually having to show my camera work to other people. I will work on it. My normal method is to zoom around as quick as possible. We'll keep going with Jay Welch here for a little bit longer. Mission is exposing a couple of times to him. Just the onward
They just
timing.
missed each other a couple
Bit
of
of
times
onward
there.
timing yet again.
Right?
Ooh, looks like he saw something. Care Bear Funshine could get a pick as
Is there still one in 3-story?
it pushes through this last line though. Yeah, you got to be ready for that. Gonna get some ordnance. Smoke coming out onto mission's position.
Little game of cat and mouse here. Always fun to watch.
Looks like we do have people coming through the tank building now. Just quickly zoom over there. As I do that, I'm sure that the engagement will occur.
Don't worry. I'll stay here and watch it for you.
Copy, thank you. Paradox and Cash moving through the tank building. Care Bear Levelot should be able to deal with this. He has a position which is very hidden. Ooh, and that smoke coming out, potentially showing that Cash is going to go across without checking the tank building adequately.
Looks like that smoke did force Mission to rotate as he is a little concerned about someone approaching the objective, giving Jay Welch some room to move here, unless he gets caught off by Funshine.
Don't think Mission needs to make that push out. They've got a very good triangles defense set up here. They had a good triangle around the objective.
There it is.
But
Funshine taking down
attack
Jay
also
Welch.
had a triangle, and they are getting Cash coming out on top. Mission also shooting at. So Cash not coming out on top. Mission also shooting at Cash, but Care Bear Levelot getting the kill. All come down to Paradox.
Just Paradox left now. Should be aware of where he is because he did take down the other Care Bear.
Ooh, has it Levelot hurt him? Ooh,
He did,
they
yes.
shouldn't
He
have
shot
flashed.
from there.
They shouldn't have flashed.
A trade comes out. Dark Tidings take it out. 4-0. Their map pick.
4-0. One more round to go. Let's see what comes out. Shoot this one and Levelot both on 6 apiece now. Jay Welch getting a couple that round, I believe. At least one. They've come down to some close rounds. So the first 2 rounds came to what, 1.5 v1. The third round was much more in Dark Tidings' favour, and then this last round coming down to 2v1 with maybe a little bit of unlucky that Cash Crazy's timing just didn't quite work out. It could have made that a much closer. So one more objective, maybe more. There could be a comeback, but at least one more. We have the silo objective.
Let's call it that.
The silo objective. Now the main thing I believe defenders need to worry or watch out for here, or there's lots of things, but the attackers can send the objective from inside this lower container from the south side. It's very hard to defend that because you need to have someone who can see it. So often defense you need to send someone up this southern side. Attacking wise, as opposed to the last one, which had just the one spawn for attack. This one has 4 spawns for attack and 2 spawns for defense. So a lot of variety in spawn here. A lot of things that could go wrong if you push too far out on defense, or you could get lucky if you happen to push in the direction which doesn't have any attackers. Attack do have the northeast spawn, and defense have the west spawn. Let's see whether they do push anyone out to the south.
I suspect the defense will send at least one in and around the 3-story. Always a good vantage point, especially for the spawn on the offense. Looks like Brandon's heading that way right now.
So we've got Nomad going out being the south control, with Paradox being southwest. This will all be about identifying the spawn at the start. And then once the spawn is cleared and ID'd, they can adjust their lines of cover. If you can restrict the defense into one side of the map, that does help a lot. Sorry, restrict the attack into one side of the map, that does help a lot. But it's also very hard to do.
Brandon, I believe, should be hearing these footsteps coming up from the 3-story pretty soon, and able to call that out.
Ooh. Nomad seeing something, at least shooting at something. Shoot, this one has made it all the way around to the southeast, which they are ready for now because he's given away his position. Nomad should get this pick here. As long as he waits long enough. Ooh, he's come back off the line.
Made a couple shots and rotated. Smart move.
I feel like he wasn't shooting at anything there, was he?
He was shooting at the objective building.
But no one in particular though.
No.
It was just shoot and rotate. What's Cash seen? Nothing. He saw Nomad.
A ghost. James.
A ghost or Nomad?
Seeing a ghost.
William coming to catch up now. Potentially had the drone. I did miss it. Somewhere. There may be a drone somewhere. That might have been what Cash was shooting at, actually.
That makes sense. I still like my ghost theory, so I'm going to go with that.
Ghost, drone. Pretty much the same, really. Just different pronunciation, really. Maybe it's a Kiwi thing.
Love a lot. Looks like he's going on a long rotation here. Probably not going to be able to get by Brandon, who's watching that line.
Yeah. It's whether he can see someone on objective. If Jay Welch does peek this doorway, Love a lot will be focused in on it. I'm not sure if you can see it from his height, though. Yeah, from the player height, that silo does become a factor. Big pick by Shoot this one. That's really weak in their southeastern defense. Nomad's going to be critical there. Brandon, as you called it, Brandon, the one to take out that Love a lot. Nomad, great pick from the southeast. Return shots from Shoot this one. Nomad doesn't know if there's someone to his southeast though. There were shots there. He didn't get into location in time previously, so he doesn't know if someone has come around to the southeast. He's starting to worry about the objective though. Dark Tidings have had a drop, however it was after the pick, so it has been a 5v5. Big trade.
There's Nomad training there.
Probably Dark Tidings' favour, just because the call that won't occurred and the defense on objective will now be worried about the objective. Generally, you can call the trade though, based upon the shots finishing at the same time. However, it is a risky call.
Mission did throw smokes right onto the objective from his position, so they are very aware that the offense is coming from this way.
Mission really needs to deal with Brandon. I'm not sure if they were not close enough to identify where those shots came from, but it seems like they're skipping by that person. Big pick by Jay Welch. This is definitely in defense favor here. Care Bear Funchime having a lot of work to do.
Care Bear very aware of Brandon, just waiting for a little bit of a peek here. Doesn't look like he's going to give it to him.
That's where
Brandon tucked in.
That's where Dark Tidings really needed a trade or a pick on the objective to force the rotation from Brandon, which then could have resulted in another pick. Sunshine should slice that though. If he does it right, he can do it without exposing himself to the other players. This movement here should expose him though. Yep, there it is. There was a
Brandon in a really
just before we jump into the thing, there was a line where I thought Funchai might have gone this side in here whilst holding that position onto Brandon. There's a minute and a half left. That's a decent amount of time. Potentially could have just encountered one player at a time, Brandon, and then start to think about the objective. Ultimately, though, those
does come down to caster 2020 for us.
Definitely. It's so
If
easy to
I
say
would
that from the caster chair.
To have caster vision while I'm playing.
That's called cheating.
It is. I didn't say nothing. Listen. You didn't hear nothing. Brandon played a very critical position there, pushed up just outside and tucked into those rocks. I believe he was able to cut off two, if not three of the attackers just from there.
Yeah.
And took a lot of their time trying for them to find him. Great spot for him on that round.
And then Jay Welch winning that encounter with, I believe, with Shoot This One was also very critical there. Shoot This One doing a lot of work, 8 kills. Love a Lot is back in the lobby, so hopefully we will jump into it once the time is out. So defensive wise, what did we see? We saw Nomad pushing up to the south, we had a couple on the objective crates, we had Cash Crazy out to in this eastern little slot, and we had Brandon out offset north of the objective. We'll keep that in mind as we jump into the Dark Tidings defense to see how they set it up. Overall, they have pushed out one side of the objective a bit more than Blackwatch on their defense, and it's worked out for them. However, this one is very two-sided. There are definitely two approaches to this objective. You can't just control one side as much. Did think I heard some beeps there, but...
You did, and then I thought about it. Oh, they're back.
Right. Jump into it. Same spawn for Volk. Different spawn for Marsok. This could result in some really early encounters here. If they run up this hill, they can get some early engagements, close quarters, and then... But it's also hard to get out of this location because you do need to cross the east, which can be controlled from certain positions. We have mission 22, or pushing out, it looks like. Looks like we should have an encounter here between mission 22, or mission, and Brandon and Cash. Are they going to be ready for it? I think he might have heard a footstep there, Brandon. He's on his tablet.
I definitely heard them.
Trade.
And a trade comes up.
Cash should know that's a trade. He does now. To confirm.
Caribou all the way in the 3-story taking shots at the... Who was he shooting at? I think he was shooting at Nomad.
Yeah, you can see this cross. You can see it's really... Yeah, you can see this cross as you can see the bullets hitting in the smoke. You can see that cross from the 3-story. Ooh, Nomad getting the slowdown, but managing to make it across. So 2 lines watching that. You had one from objective and then one from the 3-story. Complementary crossing lines. Really hard to get out of the south side of the map because of that cross there.
James, I forgot to tell you to turn off the overlay last round.
Oh no!
Also, press turn the lasers on.
L is for lasers.
L is for lasers!
Oh no is for overlay.
Oh, we failed. We failed! We'll never let us cast again.
I blame Itch. Do you blame Itch? Should we both?
I also blame Itch.
Should we both blame Itch? Let's blame Itch.
I blame Itch.
Right, doesn't that make me a proper caster if I leave the overlay on? I think it's what all the cool casters do.
It's what I swore I would never do if I was a caster. But technically I didn't do it, because I'm not the main.
Oh, I'm gonna get decimated in the chat too. I can see it coming through now.
I'm trying so hard not to decimate you right now.
It's cool. It's cool. I will decimate
Okay,
myself.
let's get.
We have Nomad going up through the eastern apartments, so let's get back into the game, shall we? No ulterior motive there at all. Oh, shoot this one, taking Cash, but Cash has weakened the objective defense significantly.
Down to
Lovelot
3v3
may have
now.
to think about rotating back here. Fog Cabin has let me know his drinking game, so I do have control around how much he drinks tonight.
What's the drinking game?
I say Schneip, or
Oh, that's one.
Schnipey, or Schneiper.
That's two.
That's three right there.
3 shots, Fog Cabin. I see you sober. Want to beat you up?
So
You have Paradox and
yeah.
you go ahead.
No, that's exactly what I was about to say. We have Jay Welch and Paradox, knowing where Shoot This One is, but struggling to deal with him. Care Bear Lovelot has made the rotation back to objective, which I believe was needed. However, Nomad, if he gets a bit of a wriggle on, doesn't want to run out of time again, could do some damage from this backside. William Dunce is very exposed from the backside. Nomad does need to get into a supporting position though. They should know that they've gotten 3 picks, and on this objective in particular, with a southern attack coming in, they they will focus on that. They will be more focused on that side. Nomad should be able to move with impunity. Sorry, laughing at the chat coming through. Trying to give this Overwatchy perspective right now with Nomad. There is some engagement still occurring from Paradox. Jay Welch is moving up under that engagement and can get relatively undetected. Unfortunately, he might get a little bit too distracted by Shoot This One, and William Dunce will come into play. Nomad's timing here is going to be critical. If Nomad can move into a position to take out William Dunce's location before Jay Welch makes this cross, that could be all the difference.
Nomad really taking his time up here. Trying to come up silently behind the defense. But you're right.
Minute 15 on the clock. He needs to be in
them.
a supporting position here. With 2 remaining defenders, they're going to be on the objective. Nomad is actually moving with rapidity now. Should be able to see William Dunce if he clears his left. He's cleared it, he's seen him. Big
There it
crack.
is.
There it is. Now they can move. There it is.
It's a comeback starting for Blackwatch here.
The slight delay in the southern attack there until Nomad did get in position was perfect. They had them distracted. Nomad coming around, getting that critical pick on William, leaving one on objective just to get that final cleanup. Perfectly done.
It's the momentum that Blackwatch may have needed to start coming back on this map here.
Definitely.
Backs against the wall. This is when you want to start swinging. And they're doing that. Oh, they swinging.
And this is and with the IVRL format of points mattering so much, so overall score mattering so much, if you can claw back a few points, even if it's just a few points and you end up losing the map still, it can make it a lot easier on the next map to get that overall win, because it comes down to total points over the 2 maps, who wins the match. Map wins do account for a lot in terms of SRS movement, but those total points are critical.
For sure. So if you lose a map, it's honestly not that big a deal. Just as long as you're able to not be completely blown out on the map. Very difficult to crawl back from that.
Definitely. At one point it looked like Dark Tidings were going to go ahead a 5-0 victory on the first map, which would have been brutal.
We get a new objective now? We do.
This is Dark Tidings map pick, which should be noted. So it's probably expected that they have some advantage on this. And jumping back into it.
Heli objective, I love this one.
Great
A
objective.
lot of fun fights on those hills.
You often see some good defensive push-outs down into this zone here, or even sitting on the backside of these hills. You see some great chance for longer engagements, which you may not see on some of the other objectives. Also some interesting defensive spots behind these rocks. Cross-secting, looking across the map. A heavier
Perfect
push.
for sniping.
Sniping, definitely. I was just going to say that. So defensive-wise, a little bit heavier on the east. So that eastern attack is probably the easier attack. So defense is offset to account for that. Nomad peeking the tunnel. This is where a prone position may be more desirous because you will get a slightly... Oh no, you won't. There's no ability to peek them from far out. If you could see from further out, just with the dip, having that prone position would give you a little bit earlier warning. However, it looks like the dip levels out, so you'll be fine. Attack-wise, 3 on the east, and then we have an Overwatch in the 3-story. Not taking up the silhouetted top floor, but rather taking up this, personally, a location I prefer a little bit more. This lower floor, because it's just a little bit less expected. You get a little bit less silhouetted. There's no big light behind you, and you can sort of tuck in there. Down coming from Care Bear Funshine onto Brandon.
Only down though, Brandon.
Very hard.
About some callouts.
Behind the circular thing in the middle.
He doesn't know if he's got the down even though.
Down where I said to watch. Lower circular thing to the right of the middle.
Nomad here, about to come to contact with 2 of the Marsocs. Mission and shoot this. But to come into his little funnel here. I wonder if he
Whoa!
placed a C4 anywhere around here.
But he can't confirm me because I'm kind of hidden by the...
What?
Brandon was yelling there that he can't confirm Funshine, but he doesn't even realize that Funshine doesn't even know that he's shot him. So by yelling, he may have given away to Funshine that he has been downed. If Funshine does come for it though, Paradox has got a good crossing line. Nomad, waiting, ready to pounce.
He is holding a flash, so he's fully expecting someone to come right around there.
Dark Tidings have been very good at flashes themselves though, so I wouldn't be surprised if they do flash over this rock themselves.
It is a common position, I would expect that as well. Or a nade even.
There's something coming out.
Oh, a flash. You called it.
They didn't throw it far enough though. And they're pulling off location. Maybe trying this in a sweep. Funshine moving up the confirm here.
There it is. Paradox should be able to catch his back if he decides to push forward. J-Welt's taking out Care Bear.
Big pick. Pushing this west side is great late round, but trying to do it whilst they still have the defense still have good control of this east side is fairly suicidal, just because of the lines you can get across. It's quite an open,
very open side of the map.
very open side of the map, definitely. 4v4, can't really call who's advantaged on this one. This eastern attack's going to be the key. Funshine, Paradox, Nomad, shoot this one mission. They're going to be critical. That's it. This should go
Oof.
Dark Tidings' way, based on those picks there. They were critical.
Your lack of faith disturbs me.
I have a massive lack of faith right now, based on those picks.
And I am massively disturbed.
You can do it,
Sir.
Cash Crazy. You can do it, Jay Welch. Is that better?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Sorry.
Jeez.
More positive attitude. We love to see the comebacks.
I lost Cash Crazy. Where'd he go?
He's
I
pushed
see
a
Jay
little bit
Welch on the
further
deck.
north.
Oh,
A
I
little bit
see
further
him.
north. Ooh, missing some critical
Oh,
shots.
that
Shoot this
hail.
one.
That terrain eating up all those bullets.
Oh, wow. That was...
Okay, Jay Welch. Come on, big guy. Everyone's coming for one side. At least he's not got anyone behind him.
Again, with the points, dying here is something you do still want to do, rather than
One
get
down.
capped on. He's got someone behind him. I saw a laser cross
Oh,
across.
he's flashed.
Oh no, it's from the center. The cap's coming out. Is it going to come out? He's going to cap? Yep.
It's a cap. Unless Jay Welch gets his vision back.
Oh, very quick cap by Shoot This One. Definitely pulling his weight on this map, to say the least. Shoot This One with 1 cap, 11 kills, and a revive.
Great teamwork at the end there by Dark Tiding.
Very different caps there. So that's the equivalent of a 5-1 with the 6-2, obviously. So really, even when a dying is gonna make you lose, with the way in which the points work, it's not the worst thing to do sometimes. All right.
Blackwatch. I was gonna say Blackwatch really did their best to come back there at the end. It was not a complete blowout, which I think it looked like it was going that way. They have a couple points under the belt. Let's see how they do on their map pick.
Speaking of the map pick, it looks like there will be a rehost, so we will jump into a quick intermission and come back with map 2 to close out this match. Alright, coming out of intermission and into Bazaar as map 2. So this is Blackwatch's map pick. Let's get Bazaar up on the board. And let's make sure the scores are all good. 6-2 the first map to Dark Tidings. And 0-all map 2 Bazaar. Map which Will knows a lot more than the previous one, as she was just saying in the intermission. Do you want to go through this objective to start?
Yes.
Or about the map overall? Talk about the map overall? Probably about the map overall. What do you expect to see on Bazaar?
He put me in this position talking about the whole map. It's a big map.
As
Bazaar.
opposed to Abandoned?
Listen, I feel like my team has abandoned every single match that we have, so excuse me for not knowing too much about it. But looks like we're starting over here in the West Mini Market. Very fun objective. Lots of different approaches. If you like to head over to the west courtyard, you get into some close quarter contact. If you want to go the long way in the south, get a couple smokes across the street. A lot that you could potentially do with this objective over here. If you feel like pushing out, you can play this map more like a small map. If you want to play slow, it's just such a dynamic map. I really enjoy watching Bazaar, playing Bazaar. There's so much you can do with it. What are your thoughts on this objective?
I hate defending it with 2 up. I think it's okay to defend with like 3 or 4 up. As soon as you get to 2 up, there's only certain locations you can be and feel comfortable that the objective isn't exposed, and it really depends on, you know, where your friendlies have died from and all that sort of stuff. So this is one of the most stressful ones to defend. Obviously, Kiot is right up there too, but this one can be really stressful. You do see a lot of caps on this objective. Whoa, as we jump into it, my camera has gone crazy. Alright, looking like we're jumping straight into the action. So, we have the southern spawn from Marsoc. Marsoc can also spawn by the tank over there, but they have spawned in the south here. We can probably be a little bit more conversant on normal defense and offensive setups for this objective, and this map in general. Paradox just chilling in spawn.
Looks like he is just gotten into the game, so doesn't look like. I thought maybe a drone, but I think he just was a little late.
We have seen Love a Lot push out into the Kiot here. An engagement occurring, is that between Mission and the northeast there? I don't know what it was. Across the market maybe. William Dunce.
I thought it was Love a Lot. I think it might have been because Nomad is now honed in on him here in the Kiot. Yep,
They
called
have
him out
called out
exactly
Kiot,
where he
yeah.
was.
Alright, I'll try and jump on Brandon. Let's see if Brandon's going to be the one to engage him. Have I chosen poorly?
Ran right past him.
Rats. Love a Lot sitting outside here.
Very patiently trying to get these audio cues and figure out exactly where the enemies are before he makes a move. Team
Almost
kill,
a
almost
team
coming
kill.
out. They care about pushing there. Maybe he can catch 1, 2. Catches 1.
Brandon not ready
Brandon
for
right
it.
around the corner. 2 for Love a Lot there.
Brandon was just standing there healing himself from the getting shot by Nomad. Or was it Nomad? It was.
I believe so. It was a little unfortunate there for those two.
And Love a Lot working based upon that almost team kill in the confusion and doing a lot of damage.
Really played that
a
very
lot of
patiently.
damage. 3
Another
kills. Engaging Cash as well.
What an excellent position that he's playing. Very well.
Yeah, looks like Cash has been engaged as well. Getting stuck by the bench. Gonna have to get out of there. Maybe potentially expose.
He really wants to get Love a Lot out of here, though.
There it is. 4.
Not
4.
happening. 4 for Love a Lot.
Team wipe. Team wipe. Team wipe.
Meanwhile, Jay Welch just trying to meander his way in the south.
Alright, we've got 2 potential team wipes here. Jay Welch could take out all the defense. Or Love a Lot. Looking for that final kill.
Or whoever's just shooting red truck's last one.
Don't get too hasty, guys. Hold those angles.
They do know it's the last one. Shoot this one. Doing a great call out saying hold your angles. William Dunce, based upon the knowledge of where the last player is, has made a very smart rotation here. Just to really shut down that south side. This is one of the power positions because from here you can watch the south cross from a location which requires the defender to really look back at a time they don't want to. Sorry, the attacker to really look back at a time they don't want to. And you can also rotate to watch the cross from the east if needed. A good power position, good last 2 or 3 man position. Doing it with 5 people up. Very powerful.
Jay Welch really needs to consider his options here, which I don't feel like he has too many of right now.
Whatever he does, he has to do something, and that's definitely something.
That is definitely something.
He needs to get a pick and rotate, just letting the clock wind down, waiting. Shoot this one was saying, just hold your lines, guys, hold your lines. I'm sure he's saying the same now. And if they hold their lines, then it's really up to Jay Welch to make the move, and it should go in the defensive.
Jay Welch and the clock.
The clock. We saw the clock being a factor in Abandoned.
It caught us both off guard.
Yeah. We're watching it a little bit more closely this time. There's smoke coming out, identifying for the defense that he still is in that location.
Gives an opportunity to cross though if he so
Big
chooses.
flash coming out. Looks like it did get him. Another flash coming out.
Oh, another flash.
Shoot, this one should just
Shoot
tuck
this
in.
hiding in the smoke.
Potentially.
Getting a little aggressive here.
Oh, chucking the smoke out of the way.
That's a power move right there.
J-Watch, I don't know if has enough time to do this big rotation. Shoot this one, getting the last kill.
A lot of work done there by Love-A-Lot in that Kiat.
Definitely.
Very dangerous in that building.
I think it came down to that confusion. They had a chance to eliminate Love-A-Lot, at least get a trade on him if they were working together as they cleared through the Kiot. However, that didn't happen.
That
obviously.
almost team kill. Yeah.
That almost team kill going in the favor of Love-A-Lot.
Well, that was very exciting. Already, this map proving to be both the close quarters map that it has the potential to be, and also the long one there at the end. Chef's kiss of the map, honestly. I love it. I don't know if I've said that yet. Did you just burp it? Did you just throw up in your mouth? What was that?
Mwah. It was like. Mwah.
Oh!
I'm sorry that my mwah sounds like a throw up. I'm sure.
Happy Valentine's Day, James, but I'm taken.
Whoa.
You don't need to throw up in your mouth for me though. Okay, it's okay if you never want to cast with me again. I understand.
That's cool. I'm sure that there'll be there will be a lot of throwing up just based upon my camera work from this cast. It's like hard to like keep reminding yourself to be smooth whilst wanting to catch all the action.
And I'm reminding you to turn the overlay off.
You are, like right now?
Yes, perfect, beautiful.
All right, so attack, same spawns, defensive setup, starting to move out, attacking, looking to get those early lines. It looks like defense, looking like it's going to be much more compressed. Yes, much more compressed defense. If you look at the overlay, I'm not sure how to bring that up. M, beautiful, exactly what I thought it'd be. I put lasers on. L.
L.
There. Shots coming out. Jumping to it. Mission quite exposed here. Don't think these boxes are penetrable though.
There's one in that courtyard.
Shoot this one. Shots coming out. Heavy south attack here. No attackers looping the north, which you often do see.
Now everyone's just got this clean line over here in the south. Good direct cross towards the objective. It's an excellent approach if done correctly. A couple smokes and cross to the street. Take out a couple defenders and you have an open objective.
Yeah, push across and again, I think this room's called Kill Room.
Yes.
From Kill Room you can do some good prone outs and clear the street and get that cross with those smokes definitely coming into play.
No smokes required for both Mission and Love-A-Lot to cross the street though.
No, it's very hard.
Right here.
It's very hard to defend the street, though. You really need to tuck someone in the market, which can get pre-fired to actually see that cross. That straight cross from this accessible two-story building right across is actually there's not too many locations you can shut it down from.
Just looking here, Jay Welch looks like he's about to have a direct line on Mission. Mission scarcely covered by these pallets over here.
Let's see what happens.
If J-Let's just felt like pre-firing that would be the end of Mission.
Smoke's coming out. Ooh, someone's been hit. Paradox taking a hit from the southwest. Can't come off watching that line though. J-Watch coming out on top. William just getting a little bit too exposed. The smoke not quite covering his approach. J-Watch in that dark corner coming out on top, obviously. Paradox
Nomad over here in the... Dash Crazy down. Kills Care Bear.
Lot going on there. Nomad getting a kill. Care Bear and Mission both getting kills. the return kill onto mission. However, I believe there was not one in the southwest. That's one of the kills which got picked up. So it's all down to Funshine. Was it Funshine? No, it was Love-A-Lot who got all the kills in the first round. We have a 3v1 defensive setup. They should know they got it pretty well controlled. Jay Welch's position is critical here for watching that street cross. Then they need to just stop Funshine getting that north control, really.
Funshine has a lot to be worried about once he crosses over here. Might be able to get behind Jay Welch, but then he's going to basically come in direct contact with Nomad.
I'd like to see the north cross here, and then try and go around, work your way from the north, based upon the amount of time remaining and the obvious defensive locations we can see. But you can, if you come through this north area, potentially come through this sort of zone, you can really shut down your number of exposures as opposed to trying to cross the street more directly. It looks like Jay Welch has hurt him though. C4 coming out. Funshine is doing exactly that with Jay Welch coming out of position. Potentially in Welch's favour.
Looks like he's opting to watch the cross on the other side of the street now, assuming that Care Bear has already taken the north.
Let's ride along with
Brandon, though, has that long cross from the objective, right where Care Bear might be thinking about crossing.
Big pick, big pick. That does also give him away location and has not got the confirm. Oh. So he knows Brandon's position. He won't know the kill count. I don't even know if he'll know that it's 3 up or 2.5 up.
Care Bear honestly doing the right thing. Taking a pick and rotating. Don't want to get caught in the same place. Have eyes on you. Jay Welch
Great.
coming around, finding his back.
Heard the footsteps.
Shuts down.
Rotated onto it. Perfect.
Yeah.
It's a little rude.
Jay Welch with 3 kills. I believe 1 was from the previous round. 2 this round being the difference. Alright, jumping into the scoreboard. Make sure I update the scores. 1 each.
Alright, update the scores.
There it is.
Turn off the overlay. Turn the lasers on.
Lasers.
That's your checklist. I'm helping.
You're helping. Alright, another classic objective. Much, in my opinion, much more dangerous to get smoke capped on this objective. You see that occurring from this sort of western approach through the building. Smoke's on objective, someone running in, really hard to clear. You see a lot of that occurring on this objective. Not sure what it's called. East Market objective, East Courtyard objective.
East Courtyard is what
East Courtyard.
I hear most people calling it. The quick spawn on Marsoc is often very fun over here. There's a direct line that Marsoc can take from the West Courtyard, shooting through some windows right into the line that the defense is going to be running to towards the objective. I often see a pre-fire taking off a defender right off the bat there.
Yeah, you can wind your way through, and there's one of these windows here you can shoot right through and actually stop the defense even getting onto the objective from that south side. I believe it's through here. Let's zoom through this window and see where this leads us. Yeah, I think you can shoot through there, through that, either that window to the right or through this corridor. And then the defense have to cross across here. You can get across often without dying, but a lucky shot from the attacker could take a head out, or you could at least take some damage. So yeah, that line right through there can be brutal. You have to thread a lot. Can I? Yes, I can.
But yeah, as you mentioned, this objective is often so much fun to watch. A couple of smokes, a couple of flashes. This round can turn into chaos so quickly. And all just congregated in this one spot here.
Also good, because the defense has to be so worried about that cap, you see quite different approaches. You see defenses pushing out to try and get control of this outer area instead, to make it so that the attackers can't even get into there to attempt that. But you also see defenders very packed on an objective, which allows the attackers to really rotate around and try and get those picks. You see attackers trying to get this southeastern control of the objective. The northeastern coming in through this north passage here, coming through these southwestern passages. Through the blue room is also a greeny blue room, slightly off-tinge blue room.
Teal.
Teal. I like it. Through the teal room, trying to get some picks from down here. Lots going on. Good opportunity for C4 on defense as well in certain locations. Counter flashes, trying to stop that cap. Looks like we have a drop on the Dark Tidings side. Let's see. I'll just quickly check to see whether a timeout has been called. They have called a timeout. Battery pack has come unplugged. Shoot, this one is on their way back. We could talk about the objective a little bit more and then jump into an intermission if they're not back in the next minute or so.
Let's go for it.
What
are you hoping to see here?
How do you personally like to approach this objective? Well, what's your way you go on this objective? You don't have to give away any like specific secrets or anything.
Quickly.
But,
quickly.
Just you're a quick, are you? Oh,
As there's just so many great potential cap opportunities on this objective, and neither of the spawns are particularly far away that you necessarily need to take things very slow. I find if your team is very coordinated, you have set routes that you know where to watch your teammates back. I find it very effective to smoke it out, flash it out, cause confusion, throw a couple nades, and then just get in there. Get 2 solid cappers, trying to make a route for them to get in there, both trying to cap. That's how I like to do it. I find we get a lot of success doing it that way. Just personal opinion. It's one of those objectives that I find is very conducive of quick action.
Fair enough. Definitely. I'm more of a slower on this, but that sort of ties into my opinions on smoke caps. I'm sure many people.
Tell me all about them.
It's
positive, right? It's good.
Oh, so
you like
positive. I really like smoke caps.
Would you like to do a little chef gifts on it for me?
Every time. Yeah. No, I'm very much more of the get control of zones, work your way around it, get those picks, and then move in based upon information or work based on communication and thinking about where you've got those picks and what that will mean the defense then has to do to adjust to control this objective. So yeah, probably quite a different approach. We do see the quick spawn though. They can both work for this objective certainly. Because of.
Oh, here we go. We got the fun spawn.
And I'm going to jump right into it. Whoop. Shoo. Zoom over. Whoa, I went too fast. Are we going to see the line through? It doesn't look like they are. Oh, J-Watch has set up in that exact location.
J-Watch doing it.
Not probably the gun I would have gone for doing that.
Looks like he stopped a little early there. William Dunst's Nomad taking out 1 right off the bat there.
Ooh, mission
with the refrag.
J-Watch has not reacted based on that, potentially not knowing the sound of the Volt guns there.
Well, there's one in the kiosk upstairs.
They know about each other now. That tent is not penetrable, as I found out to my detriment the other day.
Oh. Interesting. I didn't know that.
They use Kevlar in their materials, apparently.
Makes sense. Inexpensive.
Bit of distraction fire in the south. Looks like we've got a couple moving south, 3 moving south. The north attack has been blunted, to say the least. This mission 20... I'm not sure whether to say mission 22 or just mission. I'm going to go with just mission.
I think it's just mission.
Mission and whomever else pushed out with them. Looks like Funshine, maybe? Oh no, Funshine's still alive. Anyways, mission pushing out, blunting the attack through the Kyoto region. William with a great complimentary line, getting that pick on J-Watch. Mission will go for the confirm. Good
teamwork. It's just down to these 3 offenders over here in the south.
You really want your northern attack to be alive. even if they're not engaging,
Yes.
they just need to be there just to split the defensive focus. The elimination of the north is definitely, well, obviously played in the favor of Dark Tidings, but more so than just the elimination of numbers.
Yes, they are sort of funneled over here now. A little bit stuck.
It doesn't look like they have anyone watching the southeast though, so they should be able to get control of this southeastern overwatch type position. There will be no one exposed to it though, but if you try and rotate onto objective, there can be picks, certainly. So one thing you can do as an attacker is you can pop up on this little ramp. It is a common spot and it is an exposed spot, but if you have control up there and you don't get picked immediately, you can then control the rotations. The shots there.
Care Bear did start out there, but he did rotate off that position back into the courtyard. Cash Crazy, making it across the street, putting some rounds down. Smoke on objective from Cash.
Care Bear peeking at the same time.
Oh! What a great shot from Care Bear there.
The timing.
He's in the center, heading towards.
Only down, but will be a very difficult pickup.
A lot of work to be done here by Blackwatch. So we've got... Who's that? Brandon now making the rotation to give that northern approach, so we do still have a pincer. However, mission is well established in Kiot, and it's going to be really hard to deal with. Paradox being critical, location. What he'll have to do though to get that pick is get this cross, and if he does it in front of the tank, Love a Lot should come out on top. Ooh, going for a smoke. Smoke location doesn't look like it'll completely cover. He is going behind the tank though.
Yep. Yeah, the smokes let him go behind the tank.
He will
now
be
should
exposed here.
across.
Exposed, potentially get picked. Love a Lot not looking.
Oh! Did not go the way I expected.
Big
Easy
turnaround.
pickup
Love a Lot
now.
just coming off the line. I'm not sure why. They had enough defenders up. The smoke should have given away the position. That's a big turnaround. Cash Crady not being confirmed. Paradox getting the pick on Love a Lot. Funshine giving away position with that flash potentially. Mission will have had to rotate back, or will need to rotate back very soon. And that'll mean that Brandon will have a bit more of a clear passage through. That's what a pick can do there. It can really force the defenders to come off their ambush lines
Your vision from blue room, but I don't
and
know.
potentially get picked on the rotation.
Mission should be able to see Brandon.
14 left, boys.
I think Mission, as I say, Brandon spotted him.
Mission
now
trying
looking for
to
Brandon.
get topside control. Doesn't want to overpeak here.
Just missing him.
Mission will make
They're
footsteps
pushing
here.
out.
Trade.
Who comes out there?
Cash all comes down to Cash Crazy. There was a pick, another pick on the other side. Cash Crazy 1v1. William doesn't know the kill count due to the trade. We'll have to have split focus. Cash Crazy
making
can
a
just
smart
wait.
move here.
Cash Crazy could just get an overwatch position and wait. William will have to rotate. William's rotation is a smart one though. He's counted on them coming in from the north. Whoa.
Oh, William cleaning it up there at the end for Dark Tidings. That got a lot closer than I expected.
It definitely looked like it was in Dark Tidings' favor, much more heavily than it ended up being. Ooh. They only had 9 seconds left. I was going to say, was there enough time for another rotation? There wasn't. 9 seconds left. Cash was very much in a position that had to make the move. Was unable
That was
to.
intense.
Oof.
That pickup there from I have a goldfish brain. The person who picked up Cash Crazy in the
Paradox HD making the cross from
Thank
the
you.
tank, getting the pick onto Love as Love looked away, and then getting that syringe into Cash Crazy. potentially being the turnaround of the match there. You know, a two-person switch, the pick and then the pick up.
Definitely well fought there by Blackwatch. Dark Tidings coming out on top, but honestly just barely.
Potentially,
This is coming down to a much closer map.
If I was going to say there was an attacking bias objective, I would say it's this one though. So it's one where you do want to win on defense, because obviously now Dark Tidings do have the attack on it, and very often you see a cap on this objective, or very often you see the attack winning. So we'll see. How are we doing on the scorecard? We did have to shoot this one, drop out and come back. So love a lot getting the 4 in the first round. Mission getting up on 4 as well. Looks like we're jumping into it.
Overlay.
Well, I was
Yay.
on it. I was on it.
Good, James.
I said exactly the
I'm
same
sorry.
time.
I was waiting for you to get it. I'm like, should I say it? Should I say it?
No, it's good. It's worth doing. I don't want to forget. I don't want to be that person. Care Bear, great pick on Nomad. That's the difference there. They took out the Kiot push-out person. And there wasn't a second.
Great shot.
Great shot. A lot of these rounds have been decided in Kiot. So the first round, third round, and now potentially the fourth round, calling it really early. But that pick on Kiot is definitely a big one.
Definitely a quick way to turn the favor onto your team. Getting a pick off in Kiot. You know that you're now mostly open in this area and able to push out a little bit further. So absolutely critical that he got that.
J-Welch holding relatively common but quite powerful line here. Especially with Cash Crazy able to support. So as shoot this one crosses, Cash Crazy, if it coincides with the timing of the movement, was peeking this little crack of the wall here. Alright, what else we got? Looks like there's Kiot control has occurred by Lovelot. Jay Welch from that power position picking off shoot this one on the cross. That has brought it back to 4v4. Trying to find all the defenders. Oh, we got one pushed out in the north. Cash Crazy. Quite an exposed location to get into position, but oh, just hanging out here. Good position, if not cleared adequately by the attacking team. Hard to rotate back from though. With Jay Welch and Cash Crazy holding these lines, they have reduced the attack to coming in from the west.
Karrenbauer might have a line on Paradox in the corner there, should Paradox choose to move a little bit.
Paradox should just hold this.
Yes, ideally.
Yes.
I'm not sure if Kara is aware of him. He was looking that way, but seems to have given up his line, so maybe he was just looking at there out of habit.
What will happen here is whether Funshine makes noise, which causes Paradox to rotate. Paradox's foot is sticking through the wall, which could be a clue.
Cash Crazy does get one in that position there.
So this window is now closed. There used to be an open window through here, which Paradox could have rotated to see Love a lot easier, more easily. I believe there used to be a window open at least. Funshine heard Paradox, I believe, or has seen that foot. Potentially seen that foot. Not sure how much sync there is between it.
Chen being very quiet. Nope, just made a couple steps. Paradox staying very silent here, even though I'm sure he heard them. Doesn't want to give his position away.
Funshine's gonna have to do the rush push here. Doesn't.
Gets him.
Little peek and pick.
This opens up entry into this courtyard now.
We have two Care Bears and William. Complementary lines. J-Welch has had to come off his
Cash
line for
crazy
that.
though.
And William
Coming up
crossing over.
behind.
This could be massive.
Both
Cash just
Cash
needs to
crazy is
commit
about
to
to
it.
see them.
Big pick, big pick, big pick. Funshine not reacting at all to that. Potentially the right thing to do. Not much you can do about that. Big pick by Jay Welch. All coming down to William Dunce yet again. They should have a good kill count. Don't believe there's been trades. No, there haven't been trades, so they should have a very good kill count here. Cash spends too long here. William will get the rotation. Which will give away William's position though.
But it does prevent anyone from coming up from behind him. Smart
Here
move
it
to
is.
pick him off. There it is.
Definitely needed to occur, but it has given away the position, and if the defense works based on they can rotate to lock this down. They may just stay. Where has he moved
Jay
to?
Welch.
Move the cross. Big cross.
Yes, William Dunce is going to be a little bit pinched here, and he doesn't have a lot of time to work with. Just 40 seconds left on the clock.
This will be a massive hold. J-Watch has seen him.
There it is.
Great work. J-Watch, I believe, coming up with 3 there. 3 critical picks too.
Excellent dynamic defense on that. Both Cash and Jay Welch rotating to more profitable positions for them based on the information given. So they didn't really sit and hold corners, but they also made risks that were calculated.
That's exactly the word, calculated. They didn't just rush out a location. They did a smart push based upon knowledge gained. I believe, who was it? Paradox in the tucked in position had called out that they were coming up in his position and then got killed. But Cash Crazy then working based upon that to get that pick on the west side, and then Jay Welch's rotation after getting the information that the last player was in the northeast. That quick rotation, quick being quite critical, across so that he knew that they were still in the northeast corner, and then just holding from this dumpster. Perfect.
Definitely great work by them. You can tell that they're comfortable on this map just by the moves that they're making on defense. They know what risks they can take. Makes sense. They picked the map.
We have a newer objective. Another smoke capable objective, certainly. You can, if defense gives it to you, can get this north side control. And come in through these close buildings, and then it's danger close. You can also come in from the east side, work your way around, come down this eastern side of the map, through this east courtyard, get east control, get good encirclement. It's really hard to stop the encirclement on this one. As we jump into it, we'll see what Dark Tidings do on defense. Looks like Blackwatch have got the quicker spawn in the south spawn. If you can identify the spawn early, it does help a lot on this one. Looks like William may try and identify going north, and Care Bear identifying south. Care Bear has identified. And got a kill, big pick.
Kill and the callouts. Looks like only one opted to go towards the south though.
He's in the far south along that brick wall for tank objective.
The rest are moving towards the center, looking like they're going to take that north control that you mentioned.
Yeah, William's going to be the pivot, the critical defense location for shutting that down. And then looks like Mission's also in a supporting position there, more tucked back, ready to react onto objective, but holding a tight line through. Hard to deal with, hard to spot. Ooh, shots coming out on Williams' location. There was a... could just be pre-fire. Quite a common defensive spot. So we do have a little bit of movement up the south. The Lovelot has moved into this south shack.
Yes, he was
He got
Sorry,
that early
too many
pick.
Care Bears.
Loverlock
Thinking
got
of a
that
different
early
Care Bear.
pick from the southeast, and then has now moved into the south shack.
Crossed.
Just some probing shots coming out, I believe. Movement will have to occur at some point.
Middle what? Oh, okay.
Looks like
Could be a
they're.
pick, big pick.
Well, they're
Paradox needs to finish that kill though. Has called -1.
shoot this, trying to go for a refrag there. Not gonna get it, but he is going to get this pickup on Funshine.
Way around.
Paradox is still watching. Or half watching. May see the movement for the revive.
Get this. He was behind the brick wall when he shot me. The little quarter.
Looks like the revive is going to come out.
Shoot this lead the move.
Yeah.
But if Paradox is watching, he might be able to snag 2 here.
But I don't know where he went.
Paradox is not watching.
Windows are bulletproof. Good to know.
Hey, White House and on Main Street, first floor.
I'm in here.
Ooh, Care Bear Funshine's body may have bounced because shoot this unable to. Oh, he's seen him.
Right there, he went up the stairs.
Watching this angle.
It looks like Funshine's body must have bounced
just
out
went
into the
up the
open, and
stairs
shoot this
right
is
in front of
not
Main
feel
Street on
comfortable
White
going
House.
for it.
The C4.
Fortunate.
Shoot this right there. Line on Nomad. Down and dead in the blue room.
Big pick by
Cash
Cash.
crazy though. Big pickup from behind. Cash is in the courtyard now.
Needs to deal with
Defense
Lovelot.
has to
It is
shift
a
every-
relatively common defensive spot. And needs to think about it before crossing out into the open though. Can do a lot of damage from here before having to deal with Lovelot though. William rotating in. Cash is not going to identify it.
Oh, Cash hit the window, I believe. Trying to go for mission. Does get him.
Lovelot not reacting on. William finding the revive. Big pick.
Also manages to pick up Cash crazy there. Now it's just down to Jay Welch there. A little bit stuck in the blue room. Although no one's currently looking that way. If he moves fast, he should be able to get out of there relatively safely and maybe come around behind. Opting instead, I believe, to try to get a pick.
We might have a little bit of waiting here. Defense can stay pretty stationary. They know there's only one up. They've got good lines opposite sides of the objective. One person slightly more pushed out, but it's a good position to be in if you have other defenders up.
Worth noting too, there's a lot of pressure on Jay Welch right now. If they lose this round here for Blackwatch, the series point does go to Dark Tidings now.
Yeah, it had already pretty much gone that way because of the requirement for a 6-2, but definitely this
Oh,
is the last
that's right. There was
chance.
a 6-2. You're right. Well, less pressure then.
William
Excellent pick.
has
Just moving on in.
positioned himself really well here. Instead of being in that expected corner location which Jay Welch was looking for, he's just offset himself forward and using this protection of this wall, hearing the footsteps by Jay Welch. Oh, is he gonna go for it? Yeah, see, look, pre-firing through the wall onto the common location.
Not going to find anybody there.
Going over the
Might be
top
able
peak
to
though.
see. Going to be very difficult there.
Oof, William coming out on top.
A good 2-man hold there with Lovelot in the back watching the cross into the objective and Dunce holding in the close.
Definitely.
Good cleanup.
If that pick had occurred on William though, there was an opportunity for a cap before Love can get back into position to see it, because you can pick, rotate, and cap from this side, and Love cannot see it from that location. Does have to rotate, but obviously not going that
That's
way.
a good
Just
point.
potential. All right. So Dark Tidings are on 3 points. So the series has gone to the match has gone to Dark Tidings here. However, any points that Blackwatch can claw back are critical, and if they can claw back a map win, then that will really lessen the blow.
Really good back and forth we're seeing here on this map, though. I'm really enjoying watching this one.
Definitely.
Much of a tighter competition here.
Yeah. I think Abandon, a lot of those rounds did come down to, well, at least 3 of them did come down to, you know, like
for sure.
a 1.5 or 1v1. But yeah, I feel like this map in particular has it's been closer in other ways throughout the encounters. Maybe more known by both. It is a map which has been around for a long time. We got them beeps, so we'll jump back into it. Same spawns. Let's see how Dark Tidings approach this attack and Blackwatch the defense.
Wonder if they're going to try that south push here, see if it works out for them.
Dark Tidings getting that one pick on defense right at the start, turning out to be very critical. They've pre-fired, given away their spawn. Lots of shots coming out. Nomad managed to cross under heavy suppressive fire. That could be hard to deal with. If he doesn't overpush this and gets into a good defensive location, he could do a lot of damage. Ooh, shots coming out from Jay Welch, just missing Funshine's head. William and Nomad potentially coming into a close quarter engagement right in the north here.
Yeah, Welch does manage to pick up, shoot this. William Dunce now. Very much honed in on his position. J-Will cannot push forward. As I say that. William Dunce with a good refrag there. Down to a 4v4.
Alright, we're missing... Yeah, we got...
Lost the scaffolding. Brandon, watch my...
Big pick. Another big pick.
Oof.
Tide definitely swinging in Blackwatch's favour there.
-1 and keep watching that spot.
Now it's just down to Mission. Hiding behind the Heskos.
Brandon, I got yours.
And Funshine staying tucked in the bazaar.
Blackwatch here, just don't want to lose another player here. They just want to stay tucked. And cover those lines into objective.
Jay Welch. Not going to let anyone cross the street. Hairbo's going to have a very difficult time trying to get out of there. At least from the center.
Got exposed there, yeah.
Mission, though, is on a mission to find Jay Welch. Mission successful.
That's what they needed. Becomes
Toss across for Care Bear now.
Much more open from the north now.
Defense staying in tucked. No one's interested in going duck hunting right now.
Looks like
Everyone's
Funshine's
just
not
watching
sure
the
if he's
lines.
getting flanked on here. Good to be aware of it. Probably ready to pivot and support Mission when when Mission does get control of that objective building. Brandon's location can see through these windows to see Mission as he comes into this building. However, it doesn't look like he's watching there. So equally, Mission could pick off Brandon.
No, but Cash does have that door.
Not
that Mission would
before,
need
not
to come
before
out of.
Brandon can get picked off. So, from here, bang.
Ah, I see what you mean. Looks like Mission is just trying to gather some intel here. Hoping for someone to peek out, maybe make some noise.
Interesting location for that third defender. Just trying to make sure that they have control of that southeastern sort of zone. Ready to rotate in, relatively safe rotation. Does have to cross the street though. Talking about Paradox out there.
Yes, you don't want to lose control of the back, so it is important to have someone watching that. Smoke's out. Flash out. Just to slow down.
Yeah, they don't have control of the smoke. They don't know whether someone has gone inside that.
Cash Crazy is calling a mission out.
Rotation to the east could... Oh, Paradox has come off position. Rotation to the east could have played really well into Paradox's position. He has rotated on objective though. Coming back to get the pick though. Does mission have another smoke? Got another something. Flash.
Flashed. Oh,
Where's the reaction
quick
for
peek
Brandon?
onto Cash
Brandon's
there.
downed. No, he's not downed. Just wasn't watching? Flashed. Ah, flashed by that.
Might have been flashed.
Yeah, he
Yep.
got flashed by that flash. And
Under you in the east.
Does clean up though
Big
in the
pick.
end.
all right.
All these back and forths just keep coming. Let's go.
Trading defensive rounds there. Trading defensive rounds on the other ones too. Just trading defensive rounds. I believe.
I think so. I
Hmm.
don't want to speak too definitively, but I don't think I've seen
I'm going to
Mark
definitively
off-
say that defense has won every single round this map.
Marsoc is getting close though. It's
Oh,
often down
so
to a
close.
1v1, 1v2.
Yep. And you've
No
seen
one's able to quite clean it up though.
and B had some of those potentially more attacking bias objectives with that southeast one, with all three really. They can go both ways.
I haven't seen a key out yet.
No,
I think-
we've got Split Street.
Oh, this one's fun.
I like this objective. It's one of my favorite to attack. I don't mind defending it either. I think it's probably would say this is my favorite objective to attack on Bazaar.
Really?
Yeah,
It's so mid.
I just like it. It's just something you can work based upon defensive locations more. I feel like you can think about your movements.
Yeah, the defense does tend to often heavily stack whichever side the offense has spawned.
Yeah,
So you can kind of funnel them in often.
yes, if you get picks, you can sort of it means something. Whereas on other ones, the pick can sort of people can rotate out of it, and I don't know, something about this. I'm gonna say that. That's
Meanwhile,
the
we
reason.
got a west spawn over here. Let's see if they opt for a quick push across the street or more of a slow pick and rotate.
Blackwatch. We haven't really seen those quick pushes. Nomad is a great capper. Unsure about the rest of them. I'm sure chat will let me know. Heavy west push. No one going east at all to try and get pincering.
One in red truck.
Shoot this.
One at red truck.
Called out.
Shoot. Big pick.
Red truck's dead.
Without a trade too. Exactly what they needed to start the round, Blackwatch.
To the face.
And it was a correct call. It was one to the face. As we talked about earlier, 6 times multiplier. Immediately dead.
How much was it for the balls?
I believe 2.
Okay.
I can check. In fact,
thank you.
I will check.
I bet you are. Nomad crossing the street here, uncontested.
2 times
Oh,
multiplier.
Mount over on the west side. Cash Crazy getting a good pick off Care Bear.
Well, I got one. On objective.
Are we going to
Nice
see our
pick.
first Marsoc win?
There's another one.
Looks like it.
J-Well, another pick on William Dunce on the OBJ.
Now defense has to rotate, and defense does not have the objective lockdown at all.
Nope.
Attack
3
coming in from
Marsocs
the
now
south.
on the west side.
Yep. Yes, I
South.
like it. Oh, big exposure. Love taking a hit.
Just attack coming in on all fronts basically now except for the east.
J-Watch is on objective. Cap's coming out, no reaction. Let's see.
Cap's coming out.
There it is.
That's it. There's
Beautiful
the cap.
Turns out I don't even need chat to answer. There is
Jay Welch also a very good capper.
Jay Welch can also cap.
We know that.
There it
It's
is.
a fact now.
Quick turnaround.
Just
One,
just as we were saying,
two more for.
all we were seeing. I love it. I love it. What an end.
Beautiful. Scoreboard on. Let's press tab to see how those came through. They are leaving the lobby. Jay Welch with 1 cap, 10 kills. Lots of work
Big
being
player
done there.
on this map.
Oh,
Our very first Marsoc went on this map and it was a cap.
apparently
what
I
a way
pressed
to
the button
end it.
too many times. We're back onto the correct scores now. So Blackwatch, with that win on map 2, really has reduced the SRS loss. A map win going each way. The match, however, going to Dark Tidings with that 6-2 victory. Dark Tidings at one point on this second map, Bazaar, we're up 3-2. Blackwatch then getting 3 unanswered points. They should have been being really aware of the number of points you're on is critical. Knowing then that Blackwatch were on 3 points and that a cap was the end of the map could have resulted in a bit more sacrificial defense of the objective, looking to die a bit more readily, but making sure that cap didn't come out. However, it didn't happen. Ultimately, the map going to Blackwatch, and as I say, the match going to Dark Tidings. Anything else you'd like to say about this match, Will?
It came out a lot closer on that last map, definitely, than the first. Although, like you mentioned, the first map maybe didn't seem very close points-wise, but if you were watching it, numbers-wise, player-wise, very close and very well played by Blackwatch. But Dark Tidings did seem a lot more comfortable on it, able to wrap it up. Though Blackwatch did come back very strongly over here on Bazaar, finishing it off with a beautiful cap and getting a final score of 7-9. Overall, great match. Very much enjoyed casting this one with you.
Thanks, Phil. Thanks for joining for my first time as a main caster. It's been very enjoyable. I again apologize if the camera work was a bit nauseating at times.
I think what was nauseating was your chef's kiss.
Well, I can't really say much to that. And on that note, thank you for joining us for the Season 1 Week 14 match between Dark Tidings and Blackwatch. It's been great having you here, and let's dismiss this stream without getting rid of the replay buffer, or the
Good night,
6-minute buffer.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh yes, happy Valentine's Day, everyone who is still on the 14th. Thank you.
Oh, right.
Trying to press this button.
Press the button.